I talk about the fact that I am a virgin still, but I'm 30 years old and I have never had sexual intercourse. Now I know people tend to think that that is impossible to do. It's not impossible. And when I talk about this, I'm not trying to brag or make people who aren't virgins feel bad. What I am trying to do is reach out to these younger girls who are still virgins and there's still hope for them. So if you're not interested in being sexually pure, if you're not interested in saving your body for your husband, if you're not interested in pleasing God, then don't worry about it. But if you are and you're out there and you're young and you're wondering, man, am I like the last one? Do I need to go ahead and have sex so that I can be a part of the crowd or be a part of the clique or be a part of my friends or be able to relate to them and not feel like I'm young and inexperienced and immature so I can fit in? You don't have to do that just to fit in. You don't. Your body is so much more than a pleasure tool. It's so much more than that. Pleasure is something that God wants you to have, and it's something that you can experience. But that's not the way to go about it. Doing it outside of God's order is not the way to go about it because He knows something that you don't. That's why it was moral or ethical to save yourself from marriage. It's not just something that was archaic. Waiting to have sex was not an archaic, old-fashioned statement. It is an ideal that is based in God's design for you. Number one, yes, there is a God. Number two, He has a plan for you. Number three, it includes even sex for you. You can have sex just with your husband. And there's a reason for that. Because if you give your body away now, you're going to give something valuable and precious to someone who has not earned it and who does not deserve it. Only your husband deserves your body. Only your husband deserves the intimate parts of you. Only your husband deserves to become one with you. And that's what happens when you have sex. You become one with your husband or with your wife. That is a trick of this world to try and get you to grow up too fast and be knowledgeable of evil and perversion and have you looking at love the wrong way, have you look at women the wrong way. It's not God's best for you. It may feel like, hey, it's fun now, it feels good now, but it's not God's best for you. It is not God's best for you. You don't even know if the person that you're having sex with right now is going to be in your life in 10 years or 2 years for that matter, especially if you're in middle school or high school. I mean, come on. Be wise. Think about your future. Think about what you have to gain by focusing on getting your education, by focusing on developing a career, by focusing on finding your passion and your purpose, by focusing on pursuing God and understanding who He is, and then learning who you are and enjoying life. Now, let me dispel something else. There's a way to enjoy life without being reckless. And being reckless is not having sex without protection. Being reckless is having sex with somebody that is not committed to you. Somebody that does not have a covenant with you.
Stay with you all this long. Don't be trying to act like you're dumb. You don't know what I'm talking about. It's just a